The U.S. and Canada share the world's longest undefended border. But how strong is their relationship today? From trade wars to political jabs, let's explore the current state of U.S.-Canada relations. Trade overview. The U.S. is Canada's largest trading partner. In 2023, Canada exported over $450 billion to the U.S., including crude oil, vehicles, machinery, and lumber. Meanwhile, the U.S. exported roughly $350 billion to Canada, primarily vehicles, machinery, and electronics. Tariffs remain low thanks to the USMCA, which replaced NAFTA in 2020. However, steel and aluminum tariffs imposed under the Trump administration strained relations. Canada responded with counter-tariffs on U.S. goods. Politics and populism. Canada recently elected a new prime minister. In a surprising populist wave, voters expressed concerns over affordability, foreign policy, and identity. Meanwhile, former President Trump made waves suggesting Canada could be the U.S.'s 51st state, sparking backlash. The new Canadian PM fired back, declaring, "Canada will never be a U.S. state." Defense and resources. The U.S. provides significant defense protection through NATO and NORAD, helping secure Canadian airspace and borders. Canada, rich in natural resources like oil, gas, timber, and rare minerals, plays a vital role in the North American supply chain. Currency and economic trends. The Canadian dollar is weaker versus 1 year ago, but has strengthened against the U.S. dollar more recently. Note that the U.S. dollar has been weakening against many currencies recently. This could be partly due to the uncertainty around trade and tariffs, as well as fiscal policy. Please see the Market Atlas video on the dollar for more information on what factors will impact the dollar in the future. Tourism between U.S. and Canada. Tourism is another massive area of economic interaction. In 2024, about 21 million Canadians visited the U.S., spending roughly $21 billion, mostly in Florida, New York, and California. Canadians comprised over 1/4 of all international visitations to the U.S., the largest group. In contrast, 14 million Americans visited Canada, spending close to $8 billion. However, tourism from Canada is likely to continue to decline following increased U.S. border scrutiny and lingering resentment over past tariff threats and border policies under Trump. Conversely, fewer Americans are traveling to Canada due to concerns about political friction, though Canada remains a popular destination for nature and culture lovers. Tourism is a soft power tool, and its decline can quietly damage goodwill. Looking forward, can the U.S. truly replace Canadian imports? Technically, some, but not all. Energy, minerals, and manufacturing dependencies run deep. As leaders meet for fresh talks, a new trade deal is unlikely, but cooperation on energy and defense is expected to deepen. In summary, despite flare-ups, the U.S. and Canada remain deeply tied by geography, values, and trade. The future will depend on how both nations balance economics and national identity. The two nations will likely remain friendly, however, more independent going forward. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Market Atlas if you would like to see more. Thanks for watching.